Welcome, beautiful beings of light, cosmic beings, cosmic humans. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to December. Welcome to my channel if you're new. It's been a while since I've brought a video to you and I'm so sorry. I've been really wanting to bring you a video and I just haven't been able to. But I'm here now and I just want to share with you what I'm going through, what I'm feeling as we go into December, and really take stock of this year that we've been going through together. It's been a wild ride for me. Has it been for you too? And I feel like giving myself a massive pat on the back right now and buying myself a big Christmas present to say, well done, Emily, you made it through 2024. Good on you. And you know what? I feel like most of you, if not all of you who watch this video, might be wanting that too. So buy yourself a nice gift and congratulate yourself. We made it through 2024 almost. And I feel like we're all going to be so much more strengthened, fortified and ready for 2025 than we were coming into 2024. And so I feel very, very blessed to be in this position now, to have reached the end of this year. And who knows what 2025 is going to bring, but I'm just truly thankful right now for making it through this year, to be honest with you. It's not over yet. So what's happening now? First of all, if you're new, I just want to say welcome. Well, I think I saw one of my little friends whizzing around behind me. Welcome if you're new. I have little beings that live in my plants and they often come on camera. And say hello. So welcome if you're new. I'm Emily, I'm a cosmic priestess, or that's the words I'm using right now. I have been a priestess in many lifetimes and I channel through cosmic frequencies, not just cosmic frequencies, earthly frequencies. I connect with elements, elementals, all sorts of things. I'm an open channel for light codes. And this is a gift I opened up to only in the last couple of years, and I had no inkling that this was my gift, no inkling I was here to be this. Basically, as I said at the beginning of this video, I kind of realized that I'm a cosmic human. You know, I'm far more than just this human that's presenting to you right now. I'm a multidimensional being and I've integrated, embodied a lot of my higher self and my cosmic aspects. I've had many, many, many cosmic lifetimes, although my cosmic origins, I believe, are Pleiadian. But I've been around the cosmic block a few times, let's say. And probably you have too if you're watching this video. And so I just want to bring grounded earthly spirituality that is practical, and I really just share with you my experiences. I'm not here to teach you, I'm not a guru, I'm not an expert, I'm not like way ahead on my ascension path. I'm going through quite an accelerated spiritual awakening, as many of us are at this time. I'm going through this ascension process that is quite a wild roller coaster ride. I'm just being me. I'm becoming more and more authentically me as I go. I'm becoming more and more of who I truly am, my unique, crazy, wild, unique, divine expression that I came here to be, that doesn't fit into any boxes, that is wild, untamed, unable to be comprehended by my mind. But I'm showing up anyway in all of this because by doing this, I've been very much called by my soul to bring transmissions through to you to assist you on your awakening and healing journey and through this ascension process. And what I've learned so far is that by sharing just what I'm going through, it helps you feel less alone. You often resonate with what I say, and the transmissions I bring through are truly supportive to not just you, to me, to all of us. You know, when I bring these transmissions through, I see it as something that's coming through from a much, much higher, broader or expanded perspective to just help us in ways that we can't even comprehend logically. You know, light language bypasses logic, it bypasses mental comprehension, and it's really, soul language, you might say, or cosmic language of frequencies and tones and sound healing even, that helps us in so many ways on our path. It helps us deprogram, it helps us recalibrate, it helps us heal, it helps us clear, it helps us calibrate, it helps us activate. A lot of people feel a real resonance with the light language that I bring through because it helps them feel a sense of remembrance of something they know at a deeper level is true for them. And everything I bring through is really just to help you connect more into that truth of you, in your unique essence, into your unique light, into your unique authentic self-expression as the divine being you are. You know, we're going through this quite an accelerated time right now, where we're really shifting into this new earth frequency of unity, of heart frequency, or of heart mind coherence, and of to remember our cosmic nature, remember ourselves as not just one dimensional but multi-dimensional, and that all of who we are is vast and expansive, but focused through this now, through this expression now. And as we shed and shed and shed and shed and clear and purge and alchemize all that we are not, we just become more emergent and embodied as who we truly are. And I'm going through that process right now, and I assume many of you are too. I might be going through at a bit of a more accelerated pace than some of you. I don't know. Please share with me what you're going through. You know, I haven't been on this journey for like decades. I've only been on this path for a few years, and it's all happened very quickly. And I didn't have anyone to share with me what was going on. I've had basically no context, no teachings, no framework for this. Now I have a bit more, because I'm more visible, so I'm more in contact with people who can hold space for me and share their experiences and their perspectives. But essentially this has been quite a lonely path for me, so I hope that by me sharing, and also sharing these quite way out there gifts, might encourage you who feel a calling of their soul to step into more of your authentic self-expression, and to sort of you're feeling that you want to bring something more to the world that has deeper meaning and is a contribution and is of service at this time, you know, but you're not sure what your next steps are. Sometimes people really feel through my sharings and my light language transmissions that you tap into a deeper remembrance, and that isn't always mental remembrance, or that can be. It's more of a cellular remembrance of who you truly are and what wants to be birthed and expressed through you as your unique expression of source. And so I just hope that this can help you in some way. It's always interesting when I show up for my videos, because I don't know what I'm going to talk about, and I sit down and go, what am I going to talk about? And then it all comes out. And so I kind of waffle a bit, but I hope that this waffle is really helpful and supportive to you. And coming back to this year, wow, 2024. I mean, the last month has been pretty intense for me. I think intense might be the word of 2024, you know, 2024, the year of the deepest alchemical transformation ever, you know, deaths, rebirths, initiations, massive deep purges, shedding and clearing, ancestral healing and upgrades, and deconstructions, reconstructions, you know, like deeper levels of strengthening, fortifying, embodiment. It's all been there in 2024. I think a lot of us have been going through this. It's been a total mental, emotional and physical alchemical process. And the result of that at the end of this year is that we're more who we authentically are than ever before, and still becoming or remembering more of that. I think it's an ongoing process. I don't know what the time frames of these things are, if there is a time frame. I think a lot of us, tell me if I'm wrong, but a lot of us are feeling like we want to get there. Are we not there yet? We want to be enlightened. We want to get the healing done. We want these wounds healed. We want these other lifetimes healed. We want, you know, to close the karmic cycles. We want it done and just get on with life. And then the outer world, of course, is so chaotic. It would seem, if you just looked at that we're going backwards. But actually, I think it's a sign we are moving forwards, if you want to term it like that. What I feel is happening in the outer is that total deconstruction process of the old. It's like the oh, it's a bit gross, but I've just had the image like of the pus coming out of a boil, you know. But it's kind of a bit like that, isn't it? It's a lot of yuckiness, and if we stay focused there, we can really get into quite a depressed state of what is happening. However, I can assure you, just from my experience, that simultaneously, as I've spoken before in my videos, the new earth is here. It's being established. It's being anchored in by you and me and millions of us around this planet, whether you're in a spiritual job or a spiritual role, or you're just being grounded spirituality into everyday life, in your work, in whatever profession you are in. You know, it's equally valid and important. Some of us have roles like me to be this sort of priestessy person, but others, you know, there's no hierarchy, there's no comparison. And so all of us are anchoring in these high frequencies, and simultaneously to the outer chaos there of deconstruction, there's a simultaneous reconstruction happening in the outer that is, you can't often see because no one's really shouting about it and it's not getting all the attention. But I get so many emails, and I'm you know, you can see on YouTube the prevalence of the mass awakening that is happening, and light is here, and we are that light. And there's more heart energy definitely emerging, and it is like there's kind of two realities going on, or multiple realities going on, and really you can choose through your choices, your non-choices, your focus, your attention, your devotion and dedication, and your commitment, what path and what way you're going and what you want to focus on. And that's not to say we're like, you know, ignoring everything that's going on, but I feel it's important to just use your life force energy wisely and appropriately. This is not the time for distraction. This is not the time for giving up. This is the time for strengthening and continuing on and holding the vision of what we want to see in the world, what we want to be in the world, how we want to experience life here. And so that's kind of the process I've been going through and going through now. And I want to take that into 2024. So we go into 2024 with that, holding that vision and staying committed to our path, which literally just means taking a step each day, showing up, starting each day as you mean to go on, coming into your heart, focusing your life force energy, focusing your on what you want to move towards, and surrendering and trusting in that process, because you can't force this. We can't force anything. We're not in control, however much we think we want to be, and we're trying to accelerate our ascension path, and we want to get things done and things resolved. Of course, we're human as well. However, this is a process that's going to happen, and I feel like each step we take every day and the choices we make really are just what the work is, and the committed path that us light workers, and if you want to use that term, have chosen to just bring our light in our unique way. And that's what I continue to do. And, you know, the last few weeks while I haven't been on YouTube, I've been going through massive ancestral healing and very deep processes as well. And yet again, now I feel fresher and brighter to bring a transmission to you. And that's just a process. And I've had to surrender to that. I've had to let go of rigidity. I've had to let go of what I think I should be doing, how I think I should be working, and just do what I can when I can do it, and just go with the rhythms. And of course, we're going into winter now, and I'm definitely feeling that. I'm definitely, you know, I'm in London, so I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, and going into winter, feeling that energy of retreat, of going into the fertile void of reflection, of contemplation. Take a deep breath. Getting a bit hyped up talking to you. So that's what I'm feeling, and I feel like I'm being asked to bring a lot more in 2024 with my work, because of all of you lot, you wonderful beings who are supporting my channel and who are emailing me and coming to Heart Haven, and it's just blossoming, and this heart energy is expanding, and there needs more containers for it, more outlets for it. And so I'm being called to look at ways I can support you more with my work. And so I'll keep you obviously informed with what that is. But right now I'm feeling into that, very much into that. And if you have any suggestions and comments, feel free to let me know what you're feeling and what support you would like. So a light language transmission wants to come through for us now. So I'm going to get started with that. I hope you're doing well out there, and I'd love you to comment and let me know how you've been the last few weeks. November was really quite an intense month for me, and December's feeling a very different energy. It feels very deep and yeah, it feels like a wintry energy. But if you're living in the southern hemisphere, you might have a completely different energy going on. You might feel like bursting with life as you're like going, rounding 30-degree heat. So, feel free to comment. I don't want to like, start talking about depths of winter for those who are going through really sunny, vibrant times. But this is what I'm going through. I'm very in sync with the land that I live on, with the cycles of nature, and I'm feeling that element of retreat. And I did some really grounded things today. I went for a walk in the woods. I was connecting with my really lovely favorite oak trees, feeling really grounded, looking at the bare skeletons of these majestic beings and reveling in that transformation, that everything feels like it's just dropped to the ground and is becoming grey. It's becoming, that life is shrinking back. And then I actually planted some tulip bulbs today. And I love that process of planting bulbs. And it is a little bit late, but I thought I've got to get these tulip bulbs in because I love that. I love that process of planting a bulb or a seed. But I love planting bulbs because you get that vibrant colour in spring. And so I planted some tulip bulbs. And that process to me is just so grounding and so full of hope, right? And that's kind of what I am. I feel like I'm a tulip bulb and I'm just popping myself in the soil now. And I know that all that potential's in that tulip bulb, that vibrant, luscious, gorgeous tulip that wants to be in full bloom and express and be this flamboyant, unique expression. It doesn't have to be flamboyant, but, unique, beautiful expression. But we don't really know what it's going to look like yet. I'm planting all these bulbs and I don't know what one's what. But I just know come April, May, there's going to be a gorgeous colourful explosion, but I just have to plant that tulip now, and I just have to cover it with soil, and I just have to nurture that. I just have to make sure it's watered and basically let it do its thing. All the potential is encoded within that tulip bulb, and come the early months, I'll start to see the green shoots poke up and I'll be, oh, they're coming, and then before you know it, you'll see that vibrant colour. But you can't force that process. It is a natural organic process. And each of us are in that natural organic process, including me. So however much I just think, I want to do it now, there are cycles, there are astrological influences, there are your own themes that your soul's chosen to come and experience. There are, things to heal and grow and evolve and expand through. So, but that's a sign of hope. I love doing that. So having planted that bulb, for me, is like that closing out the year with a sort of prayer of trust and surrender to what wants to be birthed next through me. And I'm excited to see what that's going to be, because it is a mystery. It always is. And I wonder if you're feeling that too. And do let me know. I'd love to hear where you are in this process and if you resonate with what I'm sharing or not. Okay, let's bring it through a light language transmission now. I'm going to need a little bit of water, so bear with me. Okay, so what do my beautiful community need to know right now? What codes will really support them optimally? So we're going to bring through a transmission, and I'm getting started. So if you haven't experienced this before, there's nothing you have to do. Just trust in your own discernment. If this is the right time for you to receive this, you might not have a clue. So just go with how you feel. And if you're familiar with my videos, you know what to do. But I always invite you to be present. The more present you can be to these codes, the better. You do not have to follow along with me. Some people have asked me that and they say they can't keep up. You do not have to look at my hands. I would be doing things with my hands, but you do not have to look at me. Most people close their eyes, but you can look if you want. But essentially, there's nothing you have to do except for listen and be present in your body and trust that you will receive. You can always intend or ask your higher self to guide what's optimal for you, and so you only receive what's necessary for you and beneficial for you, and supportive and supports your highest good. I mean, my intention and prayer is always that this is in service to the highest good of you and of all life. So just tune in and give yourself that time and space to receive this transmission, and tune in for whether this is the right time or not for you. But you do not have to move your hands. You do not have to follow along. Some people sing along to my phrases. That's fine. Or if you have your own light language and you want to join in, that's fine. There's no rights or wrongs here. Okay. So I'm just coming to solar plexus now, And the forehead. Droshanarania, droshana, oe, oe, oe. Droni, adrona, adroni, adarana, adroni, adarana, adroni, adarana. And into the heart. Droni shanianuma, oe, oe, oe. Yanasheyu, 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 Yanasheyu. Shayana Kotoriana, Shayana Kotoriana, Shayana Kotoriana, Akatakashini Haru. So I'm just doing some calibrating and grounding, really grounding down. Otoranisha away, Otoranisha away, Otoranisha away. Toranika Shanarania, so I'm coming to this hairline point and the crown. Dorashene karashana awe, te karashato kroshete kichana ma awe, yakata kata 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 ortut ishani anuma, orotu arotu arotu. Kirano, kirano. I'm spiraling light through the central column. I'm in the sacral and going down to the earth. Shayana Kotoriana, Shayana Kotoriana, Shayana Kotoriana, Akatakashinyaha, Adrsha. Right, I'm coming deep into the heart now. Ooh, lots of light coming here. Otorashiniata karashata korshenikita kashanoe, Yakotorshikita kashana oe, Russia. Okay, so we're coming really into the heart. Yanasheyu, 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 Yanasheyu. Yanasheyu, Yanasheyu, Yanasheyu. Dorashenikita katakashinirani. Akoroshatikita katakashinyaranita. Rotrotroshekeshe. Akotorshike etikar hatu korshekeshana kotorshekeshiniatu. Akotorshiketikata. Russia. Kiranu. Kiranu. So I'm grounding down and coming up, really working through the central channel. Toranisha narania, tut, ikatarashania hotu. Okotroshikeshe, nakatekeshe, nagatakoroshe, karoshaketekeshe, akotroshetiketeket, coming to the solar plexus. Toronikata, karoshatokosheketekeshe, nakatekeshe, away. Tornia sharania. Toroshato, koroshetekesheta, korosheketeketa, arono. Spiraling light through. Arotu. I'm really in the sacral now. Kirano. Lots of toning today. Really, the Kirano seems to be very, very grounding. I always do seem to do that when I'm pointing to the ground. And the Yanasheo is always when I'm really into my heart. Dosharanania, Droshanianea. Oshwaniatu, Ishanarania, Droshato Katakeshiniatu. Ikatarashata koroshetiketashana koroshetike ete hatu. Okotorshetiketekata away. Otorshiniketekashana away. I'm in the solar plexus now, going left and right to the center. Atashanarani, Atoroshatic, Atokoroshatic, Ishanoma away. Akroshatic, Shana, Oma, Okroshatic, Etigrashato, Kotorshatic, Etigrashata, Karshania, Torshatic, Sheniatoma, Alroshatic, Shanakatashana, Kotorshatic, Hato, Akroshatic, Tekashana, Kotokorshatikishi, Yakoroshatic, Adokotorshakishi, Katokoshatic, Etegrahato, Takarashatikishi, Akotorshatic, Etegrahato, Korshanica, Autokroshatic, Etekoroshatic, Katakashniatu, Otroshatic, Etegrakatoroshatic, Etegrashana, Karoshatic, Hotu, Otroshatic, Etegration, Katikishana, Koroshatic, Etekoroshatic, Akoroshatic, Etoroshatic, Atokoroshatic, Atokotorshatic, Atikatika, Tokotika, Autoshwat in Yatu, Oroshatic, Etegation, away, Rutta, Akoroshatic, Etegrashata, Katakashata, Koroshatic, Etikata, away. So I'm really getting to work in the solar plexus. Lots of light codes with my fingers and tones right into the solar plexus now. Deep breath, everyone. Deep down breath into the belly. So we're coming down to the navel now. Oshanani, Okotoma Eshe, Yatorani ta Arotoma, Ishati Anoma Ati, Ikata Rotoshwati, Yatorani Ashanuma, Ika Atoshwat Inyatu, Rototo Ya Nia Oto, Arita Ato Koroshetikishin Yatu, Roto Irani. Okoroshetike te grata karoto koroshetike ete anoma ai, Yakotoshatikata karoshato koroshetikeshi. Torani adarana. Otoroshetike te grashakashana koroshetike ete koroshetike tut. Torani kata kishanirani. Akotoroshetike te gato. Ikarata koroshetike tit. Toranita, hoe ya. Toroshetike rana kata kishana koroshetike ete koroshetike she. Hatu. Darana. Torani shanani, hotu. Toroshetike te grashetike, toroshetoko grashetike resete, toroto grashetike te grasheteka to grashetike te kato oe, yatarana, toroshetike te shenekatara no mahe, yakata grashetike te grashetike te shenekatoshetike edu grashetike, yakata grashetike te hatu, aha. Very playful energies coming in here. All around the navel, the belly. Toroshetikishanirani, rotokorashenenia, hatu. Toroshetikirani, hatu. Now I'm in the sacral and this forehead spot. Toroshetikirania, toronoko toroshetikishe, toto ishania, hatu. Toroshetikatakashana owe. Really coming into the central channel, coming right down to, really grounding down. Reading the sacral now, both hands in the sacral. Yashe atum iki, yatorani asheyani, rotomesha nomeya, yashe yanomeya, akowe shani yanomeya, yaterani yanomeya, dosharani yaweya. Troshaki anomea, tronia shanea, troshakome. Troshanatum ikisha tirati orome ika, troshatama e. Atirani, atorani, atoma, ufwe, yakishatum, ufwe, yasherani atum, yatirani aroma asherani, troshati akonoma a, ishatarani atoma ishe, atara oshwat nye. Yatoma ashe, ayatoma ene, atishatora mi kishanoma. So I'm going to the left side of the sacral area and I'm sort of doing these circular movements around this whole area. Oh, feeling a lot of light come in here. Droshakia nyakotoe kishakawe kyakako kishikiwa akato koshwakikaka kishani kako kwaki kishi akato koko kakikakako kikaki yakwa kishani okwa ishukwa ishakwa ikakwa 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 koko kikakaka koko kikakaka koko kikaka koko kikaka koko kikaka koko koko kikaka koko 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 Troshitike shana kashiri koshitike eto troshike ako troshitike etika shitike eto troshike tika troshike shana awe oroto ikata kishara kashini kata kishara koshitike eroshito troshito oto troshike ako troshitike etika shata koshitike etika koshitike etiko to kashana awe ako troshitike etika tika auto troshitike shana koshitike auto panyato Odorshita patta patta koshitike shata kata koshitike odorshita koshitike tika kata koshitike ako troshitike etoko to kashini kata krashata kata shata krashata 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 krashata. My mouth is finding it hard to keep up with this. I'm really doing some intricate codes to the left of the sacral area and sort of to the middle, going down to the root. O tarania, torani shanoma, trotukoto ea, ia oe, tarani shanoma. Toroshatika taka 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 torani tarana. Really deep into the heart. Let's take a few deep breaths into the heart together. Yanasheo, wakano, torshini atum, ishatirani, atorani shani, akuroshetik kishini atorani ahatu, ishanirani atume eshe, yatirani atorani atarana, roshatu, ikatakara shaniranita, roto anisha oe, yakatakata kroshetikishiniya, ronoma ania toranisha, roto ishaniarana. Toroni asharani, atoroshenirani, tarosha kotroshikishiniaranoma ashe, atoroshikishiniatu. So I'm working through these various points, coming up to the crown, tapping on the crown. So I'm just feeling into what this is about, and I'm just hearing creative power. And so some of this is about tapping into our creative power. Let's see if anything else wants to come through here. Okotorania, torototo e shanirania, torshakoto koshinirania, torshatikashiniato, otototo e shanirani, akotrosheke etikashana awe, torshati awe, okotrosheki tikashiniara awe. Some codes coming through this central column through the head, from the crown. Yashelania, torochikashania, kitikashana, koroshetikashana, third eye. Otorshike, tikashana, karoshike, etikashana, katikashana, koshike, etikashana, koshike, akoshike, etikashike, otokoshike, karoshike, etikoshike, akotorshike, tikashana, kashana, karoshike, tikataka, toroshike, tikashana, karoshike, etikoshike, tikashana, away. Otorshike, tikashana, koshike, etikashata, koshike, yakotorshike, etikarahato, hatu, oh yeah. Ana, torni shania, torshanianum. So lots of this toning today, which feels very angelic. Oh, very, very heart and sacral and solar plexus seems to be quite a focus. I'm in the sacral again, really tapping in deep into the sacral area. So what I'm hearing is this about helping birth your creations. A lot of us are really in that space of knowing we're here to birth something, and we're tapping into that creative power within us. Part of that is that creative sacral power. Part of that is our will power in our solar plexus, but there's a lot more here. I'm not going to try and analyze it, so I'm just going to tell you what's coming through and what I'm sensing. Torishaka narania, So I'm feeling, as I'm tapping into the sacral, I'm feeling really connecting to some water beings. So I'm seeing whales. There's also, you know, some cosmic water being types. So I'm doing some real deep, intricate work into the sacral and this point here. Yanasheyo, 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 Yanasheyo. I really feel like I'm tapping into this deeper level, or wider, more expansive level of cosmic intelligence and cosmic heart that wants to be available or be accessed. Now I'm seeing birds. I'm seeing a lot of sort of naturey beings. Down to the earth. Toroshata kanaya toroshete ke tekrashana katekeshana kroshete koroshete ke tekrashana koroshete ke etoroshete ke etotorosheniania toroshete ke tekrashana katakata krosha toroshete ke tekrashana katekashana kroshekeshe yakotoroshete ke tekrashana koroshete ke etoroshete keshe yakotoroshete ke tekatakatakashana or shwat inyatu torosheti anyatu torosheti kana owe. So I'm seeing like a canvas now, as an empty canvas, but loads of paints, and there's just all these paints, but it's like this image of, we don't, like some way we don't realize we can actually pick up these brushes to paint the canvas and to start to tap into that inner artistry, that inner creativity, to start to co-create but from a real place of heart and from not just, you know, not from ego anymore. It's a new way of creating, but we have that potential and that power within us now to really focus our attention and really create. Something about the energies at the moment is about this creative power. So I'm really feeling that. And so get creative. And somehow this is helping that. Back in the sacral. Drashania torani katakara no ma shenyaranita hotu. Ikatarania hatu hatu hatu. Yashanania hatu hatu hatu. Droshati kaniatuma. Arotoroshe te grashana grashene ke te reshete ke shana koto kroshete ke she. Yakodroshete ke te kata 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 kata. Orosha 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 orosha. Third eye. Yanasheyu, 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 Yanasheyu. Now I'm actually seeing, as I do this sort of, this whoosh in of this sort of, I can only describe it as sort of crystalline-y, plasma-y. It feels very sparkly, sort of waves coming in, whooshes in through the sacral, through our being, kind of in all directions, this creative cosmic energy. That's the only way I can describe it. Hushwania, otoshwaniani, atorshatikara hato kotokotoshinia. I'm in the solar plexus now, really tapping into the solar plexus. So what I feel like I'm doing is I'm really coming deep into the heart and then going to the sacral and the solar plexus, and then some upper stuff here to enhance our clarity of vision. Oh, atishani, atoshanyarani. And I'm feeling a lot of coming through the solar plexus now. So there's a lot coming through the sacral and solar plexus. Ooh. Ooh. And as I tap into the solar plexus, I'm hearing you are masterful. And to remember that you are the masters within your creative experience. You are, you have that creative power within your own life. Yanashio, wakano, wakano. Okay, so we're doing some unwinding of some kind of programs from the solar plexus, or some kind of energy from the solar plexus that's just not helping us know our creative power and tap into our, will and that solar energy. Ora So I'm going down from the solar plexus down to the sacral. Yatoroshenikara katoshani, akoto irani, ata ashanani yatoroshana katakashini yatum, yetarashato kroshetekeshe. Toroshata kara numa ashe, yakata kroshato koreni kitrasheteke atome yaha, akotrosheteke tikrasheteke tokrosheteke etikrashata kata kotroshekeshi, yakotrosheteke eto maawe. Droshetike rakata krashetike shana kroshetike etikrashato kroshetike shiniyaha yakroshetike etikrashata kateketike katoroshetike she yakroshetike etoroshetike tikrakato kroshetike shiniyato droshetike hatu 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 hatu. Gosh, lots going in the solar plexus. Torania na tome etome 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 yatarania to 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 to. Big deep breath into the solar plexus. So what I'm sensing now is around the solar plexus as well, that we've kind of been programmed to be convinced that we're just powerless, and we sometimes just seem to accept that programming. We don't really question it. And the whole way things are set up is that we are powerless, and actually we have immense power, immense creative power. And I think these codes are just helping us access that, remember that, remove anything that would be causing distortion around that, any old programs around that, so we can really come into our own empowerment and our creative power and life force energy. And so we're really in the womb, we're in this the solar plexus and creative power and will, and we're in the sacral and the womb, right? Yanasheu, 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 Yanasheu. Holding the third eye in the sacral. So what I'm seeing images of now is like a river flowing, but there are these boulders or sort of debris that's sort of, got in the way and impeded that flow a little bit. And what these codes seem to be doing is like removing some of that debris and those boulders out of the way, so your creative flow can be enhanced. That's just the image I'm seeing. Obviously, if you're having your own experience, which is entirely different to this, trust your own process. You may be having different experiences, that there might be something else you're receiving from this. That's what I'm doing. I'm really digging into that sacral area now. But it's really coming in from syncing up with heart. So this form of creation is from the heart. So it's not about just what you can get. any longer. It's all sort of aligning your will with divine will. It's all about the we. It's all about how everything you want and you're creating fits in with what everyone else is wanting and creating, you know. So it's all synergistic, it's all symbiotic. So I'm really tapping simultaneously like this, the heart and the sacral at the same time. I'm actually seeing sort of lightning bolts now. Coming up to here and the sacral. Well, seeing a really strong current of golden light coming through the central channel right down into the earth star and below into the earth now. So now it's about grounding that creative energy into the physical. Because of course all of this inspiration and creative flow has to have an outlet. It has to have, you know, you can't have all this electrical current coming through these circuits into nothing. It's got to be flow out, and so it's got to be manifested in the physical, all this creative life force energy, right? And that does not have to be some grand big project that's like done tomorrow. It could be just the birthing, it could be the seeding, it could be the creative idea, the inspiration, or just tuning into your deepest soul's desires and what is it you're really, really here to bring and do and create and express and live and experience that is in service, but also lights you up and is fulfilling and brings you joy and is truly who you came here to be and doing what you came here to do. Really tapping into that frequency. Yanashio, wakano. So I'm wiggling around here, wiggling deep in the sacral. Interesting. So I'm just being reminded of what I was just speaking about, planting the bulbs. So it might be, you know, the bulbs, you might not be blooming yet for a few months, but this creative process starts by planting the bulbs and having the vision and knowing what you know you're wanting to birth and create, or having the sense of what that tulip looks like, even though you might not know all the finer details of that. So I'm just being gosh, so many fast codes coming in here to the sacral, and I'm still locked in the heart. Wow, let's take a few deep breaths together. Down into the pelvis, into the sacral. Feels like it's settling now, integrating. Let's see. And I'm hearing about a lot of trust. Trust and surrender is really important to this process as well. You know, trust that once you've planted the bulbs, you don't have to keep replanting the bulbs every 5 minutes. They've been planted. You know, that intention, the action of planting the bulbs and knowing what you're planting and just holding that vision is enough. The bulbs will then do their thing and grow. You can't force that process. You can't micromanage it. You It's quite funny because we all try to do that sometimes, don't we? Come on, be honest. um, but yeah, that's important to know that the planting will be done. And a lot of the time, you know, I'm just hearing it's your destiny. So, you know, a lot of us have chosen to come in and fulfill missions. And if that's the case, and you've come a theme, and you know, you know, there is a theme to your life. There are points that are destined and that you are going to happen, right? And so some of this is just trusting in the process, right? We need to take action. We navigate that path. We still have free will, but a lot of it is trusting that what is meant for us is going to align with us. There's no, you know, that's it, right? We don't have to make things happen. We don't have to, you know, I have a bit of a different perspective on this sort of manifestation thing, but I just feel that once we're in that frequency and things, you know, I believe in magnetism and alignment and resonance. Okay, so I'm doing some coming up through these points throughout the central channel now. Okay, it's ground. Yes, very grounded, good. Sacral and forehead, I'm just going to hold here. So I feel we're coming to a close now. So I'm just anchoring all of this in heart and sacral, heart and sacral. Just going to hold here for a second to integrate this in. Coming to the solar plexus, just integrate the coat and the solar plexus, a little bit of a wiggle going on here. Yeah, creative visions, holding the vision. So we're doing a lot about here. So it's a combination of, you know, holding the vision, the mental vision, visualization, the creative power, the will, and the flow of surrender, all of that, trust. Okay, anything else, team? So what I'm sensing now as I'm saying all this is that, you know, we're never alone in this, and nothing's ever singular. So I'm seeing vast support teams helping us and that are supporting us and here for us if we ask. And that basically we're not alone. So sometimes when we do this sort of creating thing, we think, oh, it's just me and what I want, but actually it's always bigger and has context and has you know, there's more involved. So just remember that and ask. But I'm going to close now. Let me just see. Anything else? Yeah, all I'm being reminded is that sometimes you might get frustrated that you don't see a clear vision, or you might not see a clear path after having the vision, but that's okay. Sometimes it is foggy, and just as you start walking in the right direction, the fog clears, and to just still trust. Okay, I'm just settling in and integrating this in. I'm going to close now. Quite a long one today, making up for lost time. I'm just holding my hand, my palms over my sacral and my heart now. Yes, we are complete. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, so that's interesting what came through today. Completely unplanned, but that was very interesting. A lot about creativity, creative power. So I really hope that helps you tap into your creative power and create and birth your creations, or at least plant the seeds or the bulbs of that now as we go into late autumn, early winter. Okay, I'm going to close now. I'm so grateful you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I invite you to check out my free offerings. I have a free Heart Haven meditation and light language transmission every week, and I would love to see you there. It's recorded if you can't make it live. And I really want to share something special, magical with you today. You know, often I share with you collaborations that I've been part of. There's so many amazing, talented people out there that I've been collaborating with and connecting with. And one is I've been collaborating with recently is Good Life Drums. And I don't know if any of you work with shamanic drums. I've never worked with shamanic drums before. And it was like I was really intrigued when I was asked to do this collaboration. And what resulted was something really magical. I had connected with these beautiful drum creations. You can check them out on the link below. They're beautiful, beautiful, very a mixture of, you know, a very ancient wisdom with a very innovative sort of cosmic wisdom combined into these beautiful artistic and spiritual creations that help us bring spirituality into the physical through through rhythm. And when I sat with these drums, something really interesting happens with me. Just like I said, I don't always bring just cosmic wisdom through. I connect with elements and stuff. And when I connected with these drums, when I play the drums, I was able to really feel into some very deep earthy energies and simultaneous cosmic energies. And what happened was I just opened with curiosity, and I ended up sort of blessing the drum and connecting and attuning with that drum and the person who will work with that will be an ally to that drum. And it was such a magical experience. It was a new thing for me. And I ended up doing this process, blessing 7 drums. It's like a prayer, I would say, bringing in cosmic and earthly elements, with this beautiful attunement and calibration and blessing and prayer for each drum and for the person who will work with that drum. So if you love that kind of thing and that really calls to you, I invite you to check out these drums that I've done these attunements for on my link below. And everyone who purchases one of these drums will also get my light language blessing prayer. There will be an audio recording that comes with it. So this is something, it's so new to me, and I just really like working in this way, and I'm intrigued to sort of do more of this work, because my light language doesn't just work with people, it works with places, things. You know, I've often worked with land energy and you know, objects and all sorts of things. So this is all about my new exploration and new ways I'm going to be working in. So if that interests you, I do invite you to check out these beautiful drums below. And if you like that feel of working with some physical object and being that grounded spirituality and working with earth energy and simultaneously working with cosmic energy, then check it out below. I welcome you to check that out and let me know what you think. I'd love to know. Okay, I'm going to close there. I'm going to send you so much love and blessings, and so much appreciation for you. Please comment, and if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to subscribe. But if that feels, you know, resonant for you, feel free to share any of these videos with anyone you feel that this would support. And I look forward to seeing you very soon, I hope. Love and blessings. Take care.